Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 358 of Screw the Commute podcast. Today we're going to talk about maximizing YouTube. Now I also want you to jot down or think about going back and listening to episode 82, which is Mark Bullard, a guy that's worked with me for, 12, 13 years, written several books on YouTube marketing, and that was his episode. So there's even more tips in there. Lou Bortone was on twice with us at episode 99 and 261. He's a great video guy. And then episode 175 tells you how YouTube is one of the best bargains on earth when it comes to advertising yourself. I'm getting sometimes 2-cent views on my video, and I'm right at the top of the heap and in front of other competitors. So check out episode 175. All right, check out episode 357 if you missed it, and 356 as part of Sex Week here. Or women, the nice way to say it's Women's Empowerment Week with Dr. Janet Hall on Wednesday and Ella Hall, her daughter, on Friday. It's the only episodes we've ever had that are explicit, so don't let the kiddies listen in on those. They're not too bad, though. So how would you like to hear your own voice here on Screw the Commute? Well, if the show's helped you at all or in business or given you an idea to help you start a business, we want to hear about it. Visit screwthecommute.com and look for a little blue sidebar that says send a voicemail. Click on it, talk into your phone or computer, and tell me how the show's helped you. And hey, also put your website on there so we can give you a big shout out in your own voice on a future episode of Screw the Commute. While you're over there, we got two other great things for you. Screwthecommute.com/automate free is a $27 ebook that we're giving you free just for listening to the show. And it's just done wonders for my business. Besides my shopping cart system, all these automation techniques pretty much run my business and help me handle hundreds of thousands of people, all right, without pulling my hair out. So check that out at screwthecommute.com/automate free. And then the last thing over there I want you to check out is screwthecommute.com/app. That's APP. We have a great podcast app you can put on your cell phone or tablet, does all kinds of cool things. We have instructions on video and screen captures on how to use it so you can take us with you on the road. All right, everybody's still rolling and reeling about this pandemic. Now with the change, hard to tell what's going to happen this election. I'm recording this in the middle of all these lawsuits. But anyway, a lot of uncertainty in the world. But what is certain is that if you have skills, you will always be valuable in the workplace. Not only you, but your family, your kids, your nephews, your nieces, your grandchildren. And that's what we teach in my school, in the Internet Marketing Training Center of Virginia. It's the only licensed, dedicated internet marketing school in the country, probably the world. And it teaches these hardcore skills that I have been living for 26 straight years. I could not have left the house and still been well off, right? So I hope this hits, the one good thing that could have come out of this pandemic. And don't think I'm not cognizant of all the pain and suffering it's caused, but not for me and not for my students that took advantage of learning how to sell on the internet. So you're not stuck and beholden to some other corporation or company for your paycheck. So anyway, check that out at imtcva.org. It's the only licensed dedicated internet marketing school in the country. It's distance learning. It's certified to operate by the SHEV, the State Council on Higher Education in Virginia. I mean, I went through hell to get the license, and every year I got to jump through hoops again to keep the license. So nobody else has gone through this scrutiny. So you're going to get a quality education in a hurry with real skills that everybody every business on earth needs. So check it out at imtcva.org, and I'll tell you a little later that if you're in my mentor program, my personal mentor program, you can get a scholarship for free to the school to either use yourself or gift to someone you love. All right, let's get to the main event. We're talking about maximizing YouTube. There's new stuff all the time coming out on YouTube. It kind of drives us crazy because with thousands of videos that I have out there on multiple channels, we have to try to go back and upgrade to all these older videos. So, but if you do it right from the beginning, you won't have to get in that trouble. I guess I better take that back, because if you get lots of videos out there, you're going to have to go back and improve them later too, eventually. I just have been doing this for so long. I got thousands of videos to fix up. And I'm not fixing up the video so much as the stuff surrounding the video that helps get the video seen. So that's what we're going to talk about. So the first one we're going to talk about, and these are in no particular order, is you can now put hashtags, and you see them show up above the title of videos now, newer videos. Again, everybody's in the same boat. They'd have to go back and update their descriptions, and not everybody's going to do it. Most people don't even know about it and haven't noticed yet, but it'll help you be found. So you can now put hashtags, and you can put up to 15 of them in your description, but only 3 of them show up actually right above the title of your video. So start watching for that. All right, now YouTube has a video builder, and you can just Google that, and it's a relatively easy website editor builder that you can do right inside of YouTube. So if you're a little shaky on your video skills, a lot of it can be done without any extra money or anything right in YouTube. That's number 2. Now, number 3 is something that I've been talking about for years, but now they've changed it again. See, in the old days, it used to be the Holy Grail was the number of views you got. And then these guys or girls or programmers or whoever built these bots that would just click your video over and over again, make it look like you had a lot of views. Well, that didn't last long at all with YouTube. They figured that out and canceled that. So now the Holy Grail is watched. Let me take that back. So then once I figured that out, the Holy Grail became watch time. So this is how long a person watched a video. So that knocked out the bots that were just clicking on the videos. Somebody had to actually watch your video. And the percentage of it that they watched, the higher the percentage, the higher rank you got on your video. And that's another reason, just a sidebar here, of why shorter videos are better, because if somebody put a 4-minute video up and somebody watched 50% or watched 2 minutes, that would be 50% watch time. But if they put a 2-minute video up and somebody watched 2 minutes, that's 100% watch time. So that video appeared to be better than the 4-minute video. Now, I'm not discouraging you from making longer videos, because I've watched hour and 15-minute videos. I watched one the other night. I was thinking about getting some chickens because I eat a lot of eggs. So I watched an hour and 15-minute video, The Beginner's Guide to Raising Chickens. And when I saw all the stuff involved, I immediately got up and drove to the grocery store and bought them. I didn't buy the chickens, the little peeps. I bought eggs. So anyway, that was an hour and 15 minutes, and it's got 1,500,000 views or something on it. So it was a good video. But for marketing videos and traffic driving videos, we want you to keep them relatively short so your watch time stays up. Now, I'm in the watch time section, right? It's changed again. They've added, in addition to the watch time of an individual video of yours, now they look at session time of how long a person is on your channel. And with that in mind, there's a thing called a playlist that can keep people watching your videos one after the other, after the other, after the other. So that helps with your watch time. So you got to keep that in mind. Keep your traffic driving videos short. The ones that we teach, we have a formula for it. And I'm sure it's somewhere in this podcast I've given the formula out. But you've got to keep them watching, and that means shorter, and you got to up your game to make your videos more interesting so somebody wants to watch them. See? So watch time and session time, really important. All right, the next thing is scheduling content. This has been around for a while. In the old days, I say I've been around so long, I know, before YouTube started. In the old days, in 1 month, I shot 10 videos every morning for a month and had 300 videos and put them all up there, and they lasted for years. They're still up there, but we just dumped them all, and it was serving me well for many years. Except now, YouTube wants you to have regular content going up rather than just big dumps. So now if I shot 300 videos, which I won't, I would put them up 5 per week, okay? For, 50 weeks, 60 weeks, see? So that's scheduling content. So if you do shoot a bunch, you can, to make it efficient for yourself, shoot a bunch of them, and then just don't put them up all at once. On a regular basis, put them up. All right. So that's scheduling content. Now, optimizing your content. And this goes back to something I've been preaching since before there was dirt, okay? and that is keywords. See, keywords are used everywhere. I've said it a million times that the return on investment of keyword research is enormous. So one of the places you use them is in your title of your videos, in your description, in your tags, and that helps your video be found. So just like everybody I work with, the first thing we teach is keyword research. And you should listen to episode 1. When I started the podcast, I made episode 1 about keywords because that's the most important thing people mess up. And then I had to update it at episode 130 because of the major changes in keywords because of voice search. People searching on their phones and searching on tablets and, using their voice instead of typing, which is a different way that the words are found and the phrases are found. So you got to check that out, but you got to put them in your videos. You can't just slap a video up and expect it to go viral. All right, it could if you're getting just like getting hit by lightning, but these other things help you be found. Playlists, I talked about them. See, they count as separate content on YouTube on the search results. So you could have a video of yours plus a playlist of yours. And I told you how that helps people go from video to video to video. That increases your session time in addition to your watch. And if each video is good and the watch time is high, that's going to really raise you up in the rankings. All right, links in your description. You're not limited. See, there's very few places, YouTube and many of the places allow you to link out to other things. And so YouTube, in your description, you can put as many darn links as you want. Now, the first link should always be your main thing that you want people to do. And you should use the entire thing, https://www.whatever-it-is.com or .org or whatever you got. And always put a space at the end. See, don't put a comma, don't put a period, don't put it in parentheses. No, put a space at the end, and that way everything on earth will recognize that as a link. But you can put all kinds of links in your description. You're not penalized for it. So make sure you do that. All right. You have an About tab in your channel. Make sure you put keywords in there. That's your description of your channel. So that's your About tab. And you can put clickable links in there to your website, to a book, to Facebook, Twitter, all of that stuff in your About tab. And Mark reminded me again when he gave me this list just to remind me of the things he wanted you to hear, is short and sweet. 2 to 3 minute videos help with the watch time. And for traffic driving videos, with that formula I was telling you about, you want to grab them, show them some credibility, give them a good tip on what they were looking for, and then send them to some exact freebie on your website where they have to opt in. See, we love all this free stuff and social media and everything, but they can, change something and you lose everything. So we want you to get people the heck off of social media, YouTube included, onto an email list. So we love YouTube. We love all these things that can reach people, but the key is to get them the heck off of there onto an email list that's under your control. All right, so those are ways to maximize YouTube. And if you want to learn all this stuff, it's just one little sliver of an online, a successful online business. We teach you all the things necessary to have a successful online business in my mentor program. It's the longest running, most successful, most unique ever on the internet. I triple dog dare anybody to put a program next to mine, element for element, benefit for benefit, and watch me blow those people away because nobody is as fanatic as me as taking care of clients and students and mentees. So one is you don't pay enormous money up front like you would for somebody at my level. You pay an entry fee and then a percentage of your profits that's capped. So for me to get my big money, let's say $50,000, you have to make $200,000. And by that time, you're a pretty darn good expert. Also, you have an immersion trip at the retreat center. It's the only facility of its kind in the world. The Great Internet Marketing Retreat Center in Virginia Beach. It's a big estate home of mine where you actually live in here for an immersion weekend. Of course, when the pandemic thing passes, we pick you up in a limo. You have no high pressure upsells while you're here. All expenses are paid when you're here. All the meals, everything. So very, very powerful. Nobody else would let you do that on this earth. Also, everything is one-on-one. I don't believe in group coaching. We tried it and I won't say it was a disaster. People got value from it, but not as much as they would have if it was one-on-one. Because I'm talking to an advanced person or talking to some advanced concept, the beginners are lost. Talking to the beginners, the advanced people are bored. So it's just terrible. So we do everything one-on-one here. We'll even take over your screen, show you where to click. One-on-one tutoring with me and my entire staff, all of whom have been here for years under my tutelage, all increasing their skills. Many of them have side businesses, but they know we're the cutting edge here of the stuff that's going on. I mean, I say cutting edge, although I personally don't teach cutting edge, because cutting edge, or bleeding edge they call it, is the one that has the most trouble, most expensive, and most glitches. So I use the dull edge. Basically, I come back a little bit off the cutting edge until all the bugs are out of things that we teach it. And you get an immersion weekend, and you also get a scholarship to the school I was telling you about before, and you can use it yourself for extra training or gift it to someone. So there's nobody, and that's only a fraction of the stuff. Plus our TV studio. We have our own TV studio, and some of these videos, people are charging $700 to $1,500 for just one of them. Nobody gets out of here without 10 to 15 of them, and there's been people that have as many as 50 videos. I think it was 53 is the record. It used to be 43 was the record. Now it's 53. Right? So we just pile on the value for you, and we're always here for you. And I'm fanatic, so I'm available on weekends, evenings, holidays. I don't, care, because I won't get my 50,000 unless you make your 200,000. See, so I ain't gonna disappear on you. I want my 50,000. People say, well, you're just selling how to make money. that's how you're making money. Well, that's true, but I started selling public speaking videos. That's where I made my fortune, and people hate public speaking. So people begged me to teach this stuff, and it's turned into 1,700 students over 20 years. I mean, I don't know exactly how many anymore, but more than 1,700 over 20 some years, and no lawsuits, nobody chasing me around, begging, bad-mouthing me. The only people that ever bad-mouthed me in the whole time, because I have an anti-scam television show in development where I go after bad people. So they put a couple fake things out there, but they finally got sick of that too, because they knew they couldn't touch me. So anyway, make sure you listen to those other podcasts I was telling you about. I'll run those numbers by you again. 82 was Mark Bullard. That's my video guy. 175 was YouTube ads, which are really cheap. And 99 and 261 is Lou Bortone, another great video guy. And of course, all our episodes are just either a great guest or a training session. Most of the training sessions are on Mondays, but many times if I got lazy and didn't book guests or they had to cancel, I just do another training session. There's no shortage of things to teach you here. So check it all out. And I will catch you on the next episode. See you later at greatinternetmarketingtraining.com.